This is my Lenovo Legion Go. I love this device, it's quite nice. My only critique of it is I prefer white electronics. My Series X I actually covered in a dbrand skin. I have a video on that actually. I've used dbrand over the years, here and there. Obviously on my Series X, I've done several laptops on that. I have some videos on them. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna splurge. I'm gonna pick up a dbrand skin for this. This one shouldn't be too hard. The reason that I say it's not gonna be too hard is it doesn't have too many curves. These type of curves are fine when it's a curve like that. You can see there, it's just when it has like a dome type shape, like the Steam Deck, it can be very difficult to get that on. I haven't watched the video because I've done this before and I'm impulsive. I don't tend to have Cheetos fingers, at least not often, or Doritos hands. So I think the white will be fine. If you are a Doritos hand kind of person, you may not want to go with white. You may want to go with, you know, a darker color or something. But it's nice because the Legion Go does pick up fingerprints. It's a black electronic. Typically the way dbrand does this is you kind of partially take it off and leave a lot of it on there, which makes sense because then you can slowly work it off stepwise. Nice and oriented. Key is just take your time. You can remove it if you mess up. It is possible to take it back off, put it back on, but it's better to just not do that. Yeah, look at that. Hands of a surgeon, except not at all. Yep, so that looks good. Vent's perfectly lined up, so it's a perfect cut. Oh, it's got a little touchpad thing. Sometimes I take those off, sometimes I leave them on. If they're textured, I don't like them, I take them off, but this is pretty smooth, so let's put that on just for now. The dbrand stuff is pretty rugged and almost stretchy, so you don't want to stretch it because it actually will get a little bit stretchy, but if you do mess up, you can peel it off. Just don't get it really on there and peel it off. Just get it on lightly the first time, and then it's fairly easy to take off. Like I said, this is a very flat handheld. It doesn't have the curves that ROG Ally or especially the Steam Deck. Steam Deck was very difficult to do. Like a glove. I will use a little bit of heat there to get that down. Actually, I'm going to leave that up for now because I'm going to heat that up and really work it down with the dryer. I'll try my best to get all these things in the shot, but I'm actually trying to not look through my camera to do this because I don't want to screw it up. Bring that down, get that bubble out there so that they meet. I'm actually going to pull this back for now. Bring this down. You want a good overhead light when you're doing this, more than a directional light. And then you can stand up, down, and look down because you'll see the kind of shadows of where you're not aligned. This one's actually relatively easy compared to some others that I've done. Little force here. You see how you get those little ridges there? If you don't soften it up, those will kind of stay, right? This time. Could use like a little guitar pick to get a firm surface, but actually the fingertip is the way to go because you can get some firmness to it, but it will not stretch it. See how nice that is now? Those little ridges, I can work those out with a little bit more heat after the fact. Some kind of little shape down there. See? I can work out a bit more, but see how much flatter that is? Just a little bit of heat makes it nice and malleable. And get in there and really get it nice and flush. Hell yeah. Backside. I'm actually going to take these off. Okay, I mean, that's obviously the little gate we got there. So I can press this in. So they didn't cut it out. Some of their stuff, you have the option of cutouts. I know like some of the Razer stuff. I did a Razer Blade 14, and you can optionally have like the Razer Blade cutout. This one didn't give me that option for now, but that's fine. I actually don't normally get the cutouts. I kind of just press it over. Now I'm going to blast this with some heat, and then I can press down and hopefully get that Legion pattern. You actually can't see that on camera, but it's there. Cool, right? Okay, very good. You can't see that on camera, but now you can. I actually like it. It's like a nice little indent. Same idea, and it's just subtle. Very beautiful. Oh, this one's going to be much harder. Yeah, so this one, see how long it is? So the way I'm going to do this is do it the proper way, which is like this. Because it's really long, and I'm worried that I'm going to stretch it, which you can do. If you stretch it, then it's going to be warped, and it's going to be difficult to get back into shape. So I'm actually using the top of it to align here, because the bottom is kind of just free. So there's a ridge there. See my fingernail fits in there? And I'm actually just using that to align that. I might have to fix this bottom one after. Ridge on the right side. And then I'll push that in with my thumb. Not quite. Yep. So I want this here to be aligned like that. And then what I can do is I can heat. I'm going to give it just a glass of heat. What I don't want is an air bubble under here. So I'm just going to do it like this. Yep. Otherwise you'd get an air bubble down there. That's why I did it that way in reverse, so I could work it out. I'm going to work my way in like this, because I don't want a bubble under there. That'll drive me ballistic. And now I'm going to go over the lip, now that that's filled in. This is a little too stretched over here, but I can adjust it with a little bit of heat after. Okay, that's the only spot that there's an issue right now. For now, I'll fix that. I'll just have to tighten, pull it a little bit looser over here. But I'll do that in a second. Looking like a Switch OLED. See that there? Turn it on. Beautiful. Bottom looks nice. They left cutouts for the buttons here. Because it's black on white, you know, having this back piece here, which would be really brutal to put a sticker on that because it's textured and the curve would be basically impossible. But it looks good even from the back, right? I just need to fix that little spot there. But it looks good. Right. Looks pretty, pretty. Yeah, and there we go. And now I'm not gonna have fingerprints on it. The white shouldn't show fingerprints. I don't have food on my hands normally when I play, so that's gonna be fine. And it feels nice. Just a little bit of texture to it. Feels nice. Yeah, I like that. Thanks for watching.